So on June 4th, Nevada enters into phase 2. Steve Sisolak had a CV-19 virus scare. What was that all about? We're going to talk about that, and I'm probably going to end up editorializing. I try not to, my God. And then we have the casinos opening. When do the locals casinos open? We're just going to cover that today. I'm in a giant dirt field over here. We're by the Silverton, but if I move my camera and show you, where did I go? You can barely see me. Silverton. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell for the future notifications if you'd be so kind and dandy, please. Let's go walk up this giant hill over here so I can get winded on camera. If you guys want to participate, leave a comment below in this video and tell us what you think about Steve Sisolak. Why did it take him so long to get a test? Was it all just a big nothing? I don't know. You guys can also participate in the credits, be on the Patreon. If you guys want to do the free thing, go over to the Facebook group, Not Leaving Las Vegas. Also, what else? Oh, VegasFaceMask.com, the only two that you'll ever need. My wife makes them. You'd be supporting the channel that way. We should be wearing them when we're in high-risk situations, and some stores around these parts are requiring them. Are masks required in some places you go in your daily life? All right. So 3, 2, 1 action, and the big news of the day, of course, is that Nevada enters into phase 2. We'll talk about that in just a minute. We also have when the locals hotels open up. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about Steve Sisolak. He was all set just the other day on Tuesday to go and talk about phase 2 on a live stream in one of his famous high-tech whiz-bang, never a problem, always a problem. I'm just being a little bit over the top. His live streams haven't been great. He canceled the live stream because why? He was in a building with somebody who had C19. Now, unbeknownst to most of us, I think we've been in a building with somebody who had C19. That's just the way it is. Let's be level-headed and think about this pragmatically and realistically. It's everywhere. It's a thing. It exists. I'm not a denier. Don't tell me in the comments that I am. But he delayed. What I don't understand is I read that he delayed because he said that he needed to get, look at the view. The view from up here is pretty nice. He said that he needed to get tested on Wednesday. I don't know if that was the case, but let's be realistic here. State and government and local officials are walking around with people with test kits all the time. If you ever watch some of those reporters talk about what it's like to actually go through the White House, you're constantly temperature checked. You're tested all the time if you're in the government itself. It's not like you wouldn't be able to get a 2-minute rapid test. I don't know. This is the time in the comments where people say that those tests are negative, or false positives, false negatives. I know nothing about the science, but that's what he said the problem was, so that's what he said he had to do. Okay, fair enough. Came out, turned out he's negative. Yay! That's actually a good thing in this case. You want to be negative for the C19, so everything is good, and I don't understand it. From what I think is going on, it was a slightly political move, because he knew that he was making a major announcement. He didn't want to necessarily screw that announcement up, so he just did it on a pre-recorded type of video. And that's okay too. Just do a pre-recorded type of video. Lots of CEOs do them. You're not Andrew Cuomo with 30 million people that you have to talk to. There's more people in New York, New Jersey, and the East Coast than there is in all of Canada. It's okay. Just do your pre-recorded things. We'll totally understand. We'd rather have it all flawlessly done, pre-recorded, slapped on the biggest video platform in the world up on YouTube, than having to muddle through a bad press conference. That's just my thing. The second thing is, of course, we have everything opening kind of sort of on June 4th. We'll talk about what everything is. Of course, that does involve the casinos. We've already covered that on the channel, which leads us to our next thing. What about them locals casinos? What about Station casinos? What about Boyd? Those are your Red Rocks. Those are your Gold Coasts. Those are your Palms. What about all those places? Well, apparently the locals casinos are opening on June 4th. We talked about it when we did our downtown video, and we talked about it. We said, well, Main Street Station, Cal, and all these, the Fremont, they're all owned by Boyd. They're opening on the 4th, and I knew that day also. The downtown was the 4th. All those Boyds were the 4th as well that are not downtown. So if you love your locals casinos, hope you do check them out. They're totally worth going to. Do it on the 4th because you'll be able to have fun and gamble and do whatever you want to do here in Las Vegas. What about pools in Vegas? Well, turns out on June 4th, when we do go into phase 2, should I try to climb up these mounds? Maybe it can get up even higher. Turns out on June 4th, oh, this was a bad idea. I'm literally wearing flip-flops right now. June 4th, when we open up, you'll be able to go to the pools. There's a few things you won't be able to do, but there's a few things you will be able to do. Look at me, I'm king of the world. On June 4th, we have bars that don't serve food, that just serve alcohol. They're opening up. Massage parlors. Leave a nice comment below. Try to keep it PG-13. Massage parlors are like places like Foot Massage in Chinatown and stuff like that. They're going to open up, which means the casinos can open up their spas, it looks like. On June 4th, we also have openings of pools. Yeah, pools will be able to open on June 4th. So all of you guys asking me about the pools, that's right. Your swimming pool action will be able to get on June 4th unless the casinos decide not to open the pools. That's a casino call at this point. It's not a state of Nevada thing. So we don't want to vilify and demonify and something-fy the state. If your pool isn't open, it's up to your hotel at this point. Tattoo parlors are going to be open. Gyms are going to be open. It's going to be nice, but theaters will be open, but you can't have live performances. So that kind of puts the shows and the hockey and the football in jeopardy. But they can do hockey and football games with no people. But of course, those have a broadcast audience. So we have an option. I'm going to jump down here. Whoa, shaky camera. Look at me. I'm even more king of the world. I'm king of the world. I don't want to die in a icy water like Jack, though. It's a Titanic reference. So that's what's happening on June 4th. And so June 4th seems to be the big day where people can kind of get back to even more of a real life thing here in Las Vegas. And we can go back to our normal businesses a little bit more. Now, if you guys are working in a business and you're worried about this stuff, of course, I mean, the businesses don't have to open if you own a business. That's completely kind of up to the business. But I think it's going to be an interesting thing for some workers who are afraid of going back to work. What if you're afraid of going back to work? Are you going to lose your job? Are there going to be lawsuits over this? Because the state says, I think, that you don't have to open, but then the job you work at says you have to open. Are we going to be into a pushing match back and forth? Are there going to be lawyers involved? I don't know. That will be an interesting one to take a look at down the road, won't it? We're going to go down again. Oh, I'm slipping. Oh, I'm falling. I'm just kidding. I'm not falling. Anyways, so it's going to be a good time on June 4th. Now, June 4th, I will go down to the Strip and I will live stream in the evening time. I have a regular day job. I have people now that I have to be responsible to train and manage and stuff, evidently. And so June 4th, it doesn't look like I'll be able to play hooky off of my day job. It's funny, though. I'm in a day job, but it's still 1099 commissioned. But, you know, it is what it is. We're climbing the ladder, as they say. But that's why I do the videos for you guys here in the morning times. I get up real early. Right now, it's early time in the morning. It's about probably 85, 90 degrees at about 7 in the morning. And now I have Silverton security right behind me right here. See that truck? You can see that. There's a truck. Where's the truck? That's Silverton security. They're coming for me, baby. I guess Silverton must own this road right here, and they don't want me to be walking around on their mounds of dirt. Hey, those are our mounds of dirt. How dare you? Sorry, Silverton. I'm just bringing people the news. As for the Silverton, I don't know when the Silverton opens. I have to assume it's June 4th as well. They have, of course, a timeshare over here. They have, of course, a deal over here with the people who own the Grandview. So you could always be staying at a timeshare. So it makes sense for them to open. Now, I'm going to take a look to see if these casinos are going to be open 24/7 when they do open back up. I'm trying to retreat before Silverton security aims like some kind of stun gun at me or something like that. They're pretty aggressive. See how they circle around like a vulture? Like a vulture. I talked about this on my Patreon. I did a special video for Patreon people about, whoa, my experience with the security in Las Vegas. But let's go down here so I don't fall on my butt. Oh boy, I'm sorry about the camera shakes. And now we are back. See, these are the mounds that I was climbing up. They don't look that tall, but I'm an uncoordinated 39-year-old Canadian who's not athletically inclined. I do bodybuilding, but I haven't done that in a while. But gym's open back up, so we can do the gym thing on Friday. I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking for it opening back up? I'm looking forward to it. You let me know in the comments below if you're coming to Las Vegas. We hopefully see you on a live stream on the Strip. That would be pretty cool. For right now, my name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I thought I would do this video a little bit differently so you guys can maybe get a different perspective. We did a walk and a talk. I kept the camera as non-shaky as I possibly could for you. So like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the future notifications. And if you want to be in the credits of the Patreon, You can head on over there. If you want to do the face mask thing, it's Vegas Face Mask with no S at the end.com. And if you guys want to go and support me, I also have the Teespring. So we'll talk to you guys in another video. Here's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.